Also, hey Din.
What's up?
I apparently have a turtle now.
Oh, you have a turtle? Turtle buddies!
How did that even happen?
The power of science.
It was on the side of the road.
Oh.
What?
Had to grab it.
Was it like an abandoned turtle? Because if it's a water turtle,
Probably.
Hi, Crazy Fox. I see you in there, you sneaky little bastard. How are you today?
I'm pretty sure we don't normally have turtles around here.
It is a turtle, not a tortoise. Hi, Raven. Yeah, we're at fucking session 40.
And it has
We've
very
done it.
pretty patterns on it.
you need to send me photos after.
Hello, Lord Shocky Fox. Welcome. Time for the story about Indie
Hello.
Mirages. How have I been? Honestly, like, I'll level with you. This week has kind of sucked. More so the latter half of it after I got my teeth yanked. I went for a checkup, but they were like, no, we're gonna take these things out. Next thing I know, I had multiple needles in me, and they just started screwing in and grabbed the pliers. I was like, well, this brings back memories.
Oof.
But no, the last few days, it's why I canceled Friday's stream. I act like I'm not having a super amount of jaw pain, or at least if I am, I'm just used to this kind of pain. So I can live with it. It's, I'd been really feverish. And, yeah, it sucked. I'm at least on the latter half of it. Isn't this Din's 20th session? No, we've passed Din's 20th session. Din joined game 12. Thanks to Lynn's infinite knowledge. We were talking about it right before we went live. Yeah, we're at like 28 now, so we're approaching session 34. Oh god. But yeah, how have all you been? I hope you've been having fun weekends. Din seemed to have a lot of fun creating the recap.
Yep. I have had a blast.
And we will switch on over so you guys can see the lovely art brought to us by Squeaky. As there might be some new things in the future, we'll see. I'm sure they'll be lovely. And as a friendly reminder, we still have the... Oh, hi Phoenix Drop. Aw, verified, congrats! Hey Evil Twin, welcome you guys. I hope you're all gonna have fun today. We will... Damn all my vodka!
Oh no.
Oh god, but yes. We will be engaging in more delicious violence today. For those who may have missed the latter end of last session, don't worry, recap will catch you up. And as a friendly reminder, we have the VTuber Fund going. We are... It's more than a fourth. I think we're like a third of the way there now by number. We're at 1,400 and a half, almost.
Ooh.
I actually, it's been going for a while that I forgot to look at it, but we have like 2 months left of it going before it hits its first deadline.
Oh hell yeah, Crazy Fox.
Oh no.
Yes.
Crazy Fox, if I wasn't so desperate for money, I'd be scared. No, seriously, ripping my teeth out did cost a few bucks. It hurt. It hurt me. It hurt me mentally and physically. Oh, and we got Shocky Fox already given a +1 to Mimi. Wise decision. Wise decision. Mimi is in fact the healer.
Awesome.
You
Aw.
got Kijo right there. We need someone to bap this person.
Oh,
Also,
And
thank you.
Kerbozy given one, so we got +2 to Mimi for the
Also,
first roll.
Kijo is pretty good at BAP.
Kijo is the ender of
Ooh.
lives. Did you see
Yes.
what Kijo did to Yojimbo? And then what Yojimbo
Yeah.
did to Kijo? It was a war crime. I loved it. And Squeaky, thank you so much for the resub. Look at you, 19-month streak. I am really looking forward to when those badges get done.
Yeah.
I have seen from Alexa, she is working on them. And they are looking amazing so far. The badges, the emotes, it's all going to be so good once it's done. I can't wait to show it all off.
Ah, Jake.
What's up? And
I did the clean version for one of these.
You're also missing one in general.
Which one?
You're
relink
missing
the one
grinder
I'm
one.
relink the one I'm
Oh, I
missing off
see.
screen so I can just add it in while the recap is going.
Yeah, you're missing. You're missing this one, and I think Lynn should be sending you the.
I can find the one she mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the last post. It was
Uh,
after I'd done them and this is one. Damn. All right, I'm dumb as hell.
Hammer, right?
Yes.
Also,
How
everybody.
dare you,
happy-
Miss Hammer? I was
Also,
so
everybody,
happy to
happy
make that one.
Father's Day. Happy Daddy's Day. Like I said in my
Happy
last
Father's
stream,
Day.
Final Fantasy, there's no Final Fantasy without our daddy. This one included.
God,
So many daddies. Don't have a dad,
Yeah,
we
Anthony,
have one for
happy
you.
Father's
Added
Day.
benefit. You can fuck it. You can
Phoenix,
fuck your daddies here.
Phoenix Drop, thank you for the resub for 2 months now. And yeah, happy Father's Day. I kind of forgot about that, but that's for personal reasons. I have no daddies. Not anymore.
Well, luckily for you, Final Fantasy is full of daddies. You can pick one, any one of them, and they'll be yours for a quick payment of $9.99 a month.
Oh, and also because of the resub, Phoenix Drop murdered Squeaky.
I think I'm worth more than $10.
$10, get your own daddy Nihilus for now.
Oh wait, did someone kill me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
They killed
I'll
you.
Fix that.
Oh no. Squeaky, don't.
No, I'm gonna fix it.
do it.
Don't worry, I'll fix it. Yeah, no, I'll fix it.
Do it. Kill him.
I'll fix it.
Just for all of you with your desires for daddies, let's just zoom in on this peak specimen. He's even got braids.
Yes.
Yep.
That's how you know. That's like a Norse Chad there.
Look
Oh,
at the
apparent-
stash.
Yeah, the scale stash.
There we go. He's dead.
Well, good job.
You just killed a man.
And now we're over 1,500 of the way there.
Well
Thank
then.
you.
Now
Thank
we're
you,
a third of the way. Now we're over
Thank
a
you,
third.
Phoenix Shop, for your thing. Sorry, you immediately got fucking regicide.
Squeaky, did you
Man.
want to give somebody else a card with
That escalated quickly.
God. You know what? It's Daddy's Day, so let's give it to Nihilus.
Yay!
And then, and then you have 2 surges you can give around. In fact, I just deleted the surges. Hold on. Hold on, somebody else has them. Thank you. Thank you. Hey everybody, you can very briefly see what's going on here. Here, Squeaky, give those to whoever you desire.
It's Daddy's Day.
Oh,
If you're gonna give them all to Daddy, that's okay. Hey, Anthony, shuffle and draw.
yeah, okay.
Raven said, "Pull the armoire again." No. Also, Jake probably wouldn't let me give it to myself again. So
No,
if
no,
I
you're...
pull the fucking armoire because of you,
I would like to discourage this,
Nope.
but
I got
you were
the
having a
food.
hard time that day, so
Ooh,
what is the
exceptions were
food?
made. So the
what
fool
does that do?
is the opposite of the master, which I don't think you guys have gotten in this game, but in a combat you can impose disadvantage for 3 rounds on a target
Hey,
on literally everything they do. Or you can make somebody dramatically just fail whatever they're doing. If there's ever something I'm saying dramatically and it's like there is no roll involved, squeaky. The camera fucking saw that.
what happened? I missed it.
Yes,
nothing. No, nothing. No one tell him.
nothing happened.
No one
He'll
tell him.
have to discover it himself. So, like, as an example, you know, like, the evil cultist starts casting
Motherfucker!
teleport. I can't.
It took me a second. And I see it now.
So, the evil cultist starts teleporting away. You just play the fool and you go, no, they don't. And then their spell catastrophically fizzles out as they shit their pants as their escape route doesn't exist anymore.
Great. Now we're stuck with them, and it fucking stinks.
God damn.
So, mighty and powerful Linbot, I believe you have a recap prepared. And while you do, let me fix these.
Oh.
My boyfriend set off the fire alarm.
Yo, it's pretty sensitive. Like mine. Mine is really sensitive. Like the slightest temperature change and it just goes eh. But I almost never set it off. Tristan always sets it
Ein
off.
Moment. Bitte.
You're all good. I don't know how I missed this. Why did it come out so small compared to the other? Or did you guys enlarge this when I wasn't looking? Hold
I
on a
couldn't
moment.
tell.
I did.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, what the fuck? We got some spicy daddy art for you today, everybody with hammer.
You're welcome.
Yeah, everybody thanked in for these.
Mm-hmm. I had fun.
We have some glorious gold here, like victory. Trin, high as a kite. Girls' Day version 2.0.
Girls' Day.
And
Hammer is
Get me
honorary
on the
girl.
screen.
the delicious hot spring. Of course, of course.
Yep.
You are prepared.
Get the stick.
You are here. Begin elucidating us as to what happened last time.
Wonderful. Program.
Yes, everybody, it's time for story time.
Don't
with
mind
Limbot.
while I totally don't stall. Come upon Rema's shrine village at last. The warriors of Twilight, all business as usual, immediately set about their most important tasks. Is what I would say if that was even remotely true. Actually, I suppose that was true for at least one among their number, as Juliet wasted no time dragging Kato off to parts unknown, with swagger in her step and mischief evident in the swish of her tail. But we'll get back to that. For Nihilus, he was having a grand old time contemplating life, duty, and the harrowing weight of his own mortality. Also fear, though don't let him hear you say that. Trin was of course entirely disinterested in whatever clandestine affair her pet Zen was being led towards. Utterly detached. Not the slightest curiosity, but oh hey, Kijo seems just dying to know, can tell it in that passing glance spared towards their leaving. So because she's oh so beside herself wondering what they're up to. Actually, this is a bit too obvious. Can't be looking too desperate already. So instead the two end up in that awkward situation of Trin making small talk while Kijo tries to figure out what the princess is trying to. Oh, you want to race? Fuck yeah, you're on. Let's go. A race needs a referee though. Nihilus seems like a solid pick. Wait, Nihilus? You in there, buddy? Hello? Mysa to Nihilus. And just as Kijo was about to start playing with his face, Nihilus returns to the waking world. Alas, his reverie came with many more serious details to converse with the others on, which seemed real important, so best to let them be for now. Which is to say Kijo started doing more balance exercises, which also seemed to garner Hammer's interest. They have fun. Right then, real talk about Reima and concerns about failure aside, off to the races, but actually though. Nihilus won't be serving as Rev, what with having elected to wander off, but Mimi will serve just as well. The situation is as follows. The first person to reach the far cart wins. The winner will receive a crown of flowers handcrafted by one Mimi Papyrus, and the loser buys the other's lunch. The contestants are Kijo, Trin, and Hammer, who of course wouldn't pass up the opportunity. On your mark, get set, go. Oh okay, Kijo doesn't fuck around, there she goes. And, yeah okay, maybe that girl takes these sorts of competitions way too seriously. It's okay though, because Trin has magic. Sure, she said she wasn't going to use it, but she's also a compulsive and habitual liar, so really who actually thought she'd keep to that? By Hammer. Trin begins to surge forward, and Kijo realizes she's being closed in on and, resolving to kick things up a notch herself. Completely forgets about the finish line, and rams headlong into the cart, tumbling over it in a grand display of momentum-based buffoonery. Hat and mask seem to go flying off somewhere or another, but no matter, victory accomplished, and she looks real happy with herself despite the crash. Alright Hammer, it technically wasn't against the rules for Trin to do that, so it technically wasn't cheating, let's go get lunch. And so the three competitors wander off to find food. As for Mimi, now donning the hat Kijo entrusted her with, she opted to spend her time searching for various alchemical goods. Of course, she'd need someone versed in plants to help out, and oh look at that, Mini Eli is active and only too eager to be of service. Of course, as an automaton, potions and healing magic do not benefit the miniature pretender, and so Mimi offers her secret form of non-magical healing, all while Sakura looks on, still more than a little creeped out by the mammoth. But no matter, shopping time, and now Mimi has a crossbow. Wait, wasn't the plan to get plan actually? Never mind, good for her. Turning from Mimi, we check over with Nihilus. For his part, he's keen on dealing with the trial jitters by paying a visit to the local library, only to discover Juliet and Kato hanging out in what had become something of a book fort. What manner of arcane knowledge had they been so fervently perusing? What deep eldritch knowledge motivates this grand pursuit? In the hallowed halls of Levin, much and more is open for discover. Oh, Juliet is just trying to help Kato get laid. Okay, that tracks, yeah, technically it's not something so vulgar, at least on the face of it. They're constructing date plans because the elf boy has him some interest in a certain cat girl. Nihilus, realizing this is entirely too amusing a scenario to pass up, lends his own expertise, as well as a liberal serving of ribbing in the process. Precious little elf boy indeed. That aside, Nihilus actually did come here for a reason, and after doing some browsing of his own, manages to find something rather peculiar within the legal code. Means through which an emperor may be made to abdicate. A clause not present in circulated text, and tacit admittance that the three are not infallible. This raises many questions, perhaps best discussed with more people. Group Nihilus meets up with Group Mimi in relatively short order. As for Group Doma plus Hammer. So this place has some kind of tea called something like Mikote as Delight or some such, and it's just chocked full of catnip. Turns out Trin gets real clingy when she's high, and can't seem to keep her hands off Kijo, who has absolutely no clue what fresh hell is being visited upon her. But Trin won't stop and is only getting more and more boldly affectionate until her quarry is forced to dial the 911 equivalent, so Hammer will bail her out of this incredibly uncomfortable situation. And on that end, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that Hammer successfully resolves the situation. The bad news is that Kijo ended up reflexively agreeing to go on a hot springs visit with Trin later. So I guess bad news for her, but good news for all you degenerates watching and or playing and or currently running this game. Be that as it may, Kijo is gifted some alcohol of an unknown variety by the barkeep, and it's time to regroup. Meeting up with everyone ends up being incredibly easy, though kitten mode Trin, while adorable, I mean look at her just swat away at that foxtail, isn't terribly conducive to serious conversation. So after playing around for a while, Mimi magics away all of Trin's good vibes. Kitty is none too happy about that, but nonetheless joins the discussion. Nihilus needs to take the trial. Unlike Ifrit's trial of prowess, Rema's is a test of character, framed not unlike a trial. As such, only may second enter. The one taking the trial, and someone to serve as character witness/counsel. Okay, that says May 2nd. Okay. 2 May.
Oh, is the
Thanks
time?
text to speech.
Text to speech is a treasure.
Moving on. This question appears to weigh on the Dark Knight quite heavily, and he elects to take some time to himself to consider it further. Which means it's time to make good on that promise for Hot Springs, but now including everyone other than Nihilus and Kato. Which means it's time for Girls' Day. Woo? Alright then, Squeaky, take it away.
With some Buddha!
Eloquent.
Everybody had a really
Beautiful.
good time. Everyone had a really good time. We talked about boys, we braided our hair. Trin kind of like got really, really frustrated because Juliet just kept talking about the fact that Kato seems to think about proposing. And that's a very, very, very ludicrous thing to say, Juliet. How would you say that? We're in a bath. You're making Trin very flustered. Kijo's hair is getting pulled on. It's very, very irritating. Sakura and Mimi are just vibing, and Sakura refuses to take off her dive suit. But you know what? She's doing well either way. And Boko is just vibing like the wonderful, fluffy chicken nugget that they are. And Mimi is just floating like the little potato that she is on her little chocobo floaty, and it's fucking adorable. Hammer is once again stupid and forgets that Eli is actually a robot and can't go in water, and Eli warns him promptly, and just in time, because as Hammer was pulling Eli out of the water, Kijo was throwing Trin into it. And even more Hot Spring shenanigans ensued. This has been your Hot Spring episode. Back to you, Lynn.
Thank you, Squeaky.
Oh yeah,
After
wait.
much consideration, Nihilus ultimately.
Oh.
The button didn't work. Hold on. There you go.
Now.
Back to you.
Haha. Thank you, Squeaky. After much consideration, Nihilus ultimately decided upon his partner for Rema's trial. His amnesic bestie, Hammer. And with that, the Emperor hopeful made way for his penultimate test. Stepping foot in the tower proper, the duo found the wall lined in cells, and their ears bombarded by the cries of those held within. Knowing the proper path to be that of ascent, descent was the path first chosen, as Nihilus elected to observe from whence these cries came. Doing so allowed him meet some interesting characters, the two chief among them being a duplicitous self-styled blue mage seeking his release, and an unknown human soldier who did not lament his fate. The latter, upon inquiry, confessed himself held on charges of treason, for aiding the Red Baron, which we know to be the title of Commander Rhea of the Republic, in attempting to assassinate an emperor who treated he and his as nothing more than cannon fodder. These things he said proudly, without regret, as if challenging Nihilus to condemn him. Nihilus did not, choosing instead to part ways and make way for the tower's apex. Though not before they, Blue Mage, attempted to attack him upon being passed by. The trial itself is something you'll really have to see for yourself, but the short version is that Big Daddy Levin systematically called out every hypocrisy and failure of morality the group chef harbored within himself. His prejudice, his hubris, and the unjust exceptions he allows himself. Oh, and he also brings out Hammer, who is similarly castigated, if to a lesser extent, and revealing many of his secrets. Turned out Hammer remembers a lot more than he let on. He killed the previous emperor himself, knows why Mateus wants Trin, and also he's not just Garland, he's the Garland, and also the scion known as Chaos. So that's a lot to unpack, but putting a pin in that, trial still ongoing. At length, upon being so thoroughly presented with his faults, Nihilus finds himself able to do little but accept an attempt to correct for them. He understands he needs to hate less blindly, to judge more fairly, and expand his perspective. Though he yet refuses to condemn his friends and comrades, choosing to offer redemption over retribution. And it is upon this rejection that the High Judicator announces his verdict. Excellent work, my boy, you pass. Say hi to Shiva for me. And with that, Nihilus was one step closer to the throne. As for the others, they also seem to be in rather high spirits after exiting the hot springs. Trin and Kijo are now sporting wonderful braids, everyone's skill looks amazing, and the group seems to be having a good time. Though, during this bit of casual revelry, a stranger approaches Trin, informing her that he had been tasked with delivering to her a letter, which he then passes over, cautioning her against reading it around others before leaving. Heeding this, Trin elects to lag behind a bit while the others go on ahead. And so she does, and they do. I continue to be amused at how bad this 9-person group is at adhering to the buddy system. It's great. Regardless, Trin parts ways with the rest of the girl squad, and at some point after that, someone put a dimmer on the sun. So that's weird. Hey, big ominous night guy, you know anything about that? Over at Trin, the sun has also decided to go on break, but she's a bit too occupied with her thoughts to take notice. It appears this letter bears the Imperial seal, which for this kitty is usually a bad sign. Still, it's just a letter, how bad could it be? Turns out pretty bad. It was really less a letter and more Mr. Stardust's roundabout way of mailing himself for a booty call. He'd really like this pretty thing to slip away with him. Yeah, they kind of have a slow burn going, but you've got a habit of leaving, and sure I'll follow you, but this is getting old. I leave you nothing to be desired, so cease this revolutionary song and come rock and roll with me. And this is why you need the buddy system. You never know when a scion is going to manifest out of a piece of parchment to try and seduce Trin with his big hair and incredibly powerful dark magic. Really, this is on all of us. Well, pack your bags, time for the Orium rescue arc. Oh fuck, Kato just shattered that guy like glass. Damn. Wait, wasn't something like this in his date plan? Finn.
Glorious, beautiful, and also just as a friendly reminder, the pot of gold has survived.
Hooray.
I like that no one has asked why it's there.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, I know why it's there.
Okay, good.
Everybody just point and laugh at Anthony, and he'll eventually get it. Yes. 3 coins for the good
Yeah.
potato, 3 coins for the recapper, and Squeaky, you get a coin tip
Yay.
for that tag in there.
Oh.
And yes, Crimson, that is the appropriate response.
It wasn't supposed to do that.
Lynn's recap should be everyone's favorites. Oh no, you jumbled them all up!
Oh. Welp.
Oops.
Well.
Anyway,
okay.
I'll be doing that for a bit, carry on.
But Lynn, you're gonna be in the first
We're part of the
scene!
game now.
Carry on, she said.
I can at least put
Haha.
them back in some semblance of order, don't worry. I help.
What a hero. I'm going to set a box here. You guys may locate yourselves as you desire within this box. As right before we start, my bladder is actually betraying me. Excuse me real quick.
No. Is everyone ready to make their new characters in a bit?
I am sorry.
I
if
have some ideas.
I am sorry if I destroyed anyone's headphones. By doing what I did.
That was super unexpected, and I highly appreciate it. It was great.
A little part of me was like, can I find the song for that? And I'm just like, no, I don't care. I don't care. this down a little bit more. There we go. I still have that stupid TikTok in my head.
Which one?
Pussy tight, pussy clean, pussy fresh.
God
Full of
damn.
flesh.
Fuck's sake.
And then all the remixes that I found of it. There's so many remixes of it. Pussy tight, pussy fresh, pussy fat, full of flesh, pussy pretty.
And fun?
Oh, it's perfect. Okay.
Okay, I'm back. I'm alive. I'm not fucking dead. There.
Are you clean? Are you fresh? Are you pretty? Are you fat, full of flesh?
I don't think I'm fat and full of flesh. I mean, unless you're saying I'm fat, I might be.
Last Grant told me you're skin McRibs, so.
It hasn't changed. Alright, so, as we return to, the sun still in the sky, the faintness of clouds still being able to be made out, over a shell of darkness which seems to have surrounded you all as far as you can see. As Kijo, Mimi, the NPCs, you observe this armored figure. As, in this brief moment, is there anything you'd like to do?
Not especially. They would just look at.
As this knight stomps forward, you see them draw their blade on their back. This massive, regally barbaric is the best way I could put it. It's a very nice, elegant blade, but it has a lot of sharp edges on it. Definitely a hazard for children. As they take a combat stance. Would you guys like to roll for initiative?
Also, you can take me off the screen now.
But I like having you on the... Alright, fine.
Hehe.
Oh hell yeah! I'm 7.
Plus 3. And do you want to add your 2 on, or do you want to save that? Since it's an initiative roll, I don't require it.
Yeah, no, I can save those.
Alright, so you'll be a flat 10. Kijo with the plus 2 is an 11. Kijo, did you want to use your plus 1 for initiative?
Nah.
God damn it, Karosi. Alright, so... with those lovely initiatives. They will go first.
Awesome.
As we begin this combat, let me just hold on.
Oh.
Sorry for the boom at the start. As looking at all of you, they will step forward No fear, no hesitation as they close the distance. And for their action, they are going to stab their blade into the ground. I will need... Hold on. Okay, wow, this is... Come on, turn down a little more. There you go. Oh, okay, everyone. Okay, it's going to be everybody.
Wee.
Needs to make a strength save.
Well.
Okay, that's nowhere near clear enough. As with a 12 and 15. Okay. Oh wait, both of you got 12? Never mind. Let me roll for the other 3 real quick. Okay, I guess Boko passes. So let me get a brighter color for this, because I thought that would be more distinctive than it was. Two, three. As this figure takes out their hulking sword, stabs it into the ground, the whole area tremors and shakes as the ground just upheaves